Hello, good morning, welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha, and yeah, I was just thinking about how it's such a gorgeous day in the UK today in London. The sun has been shining and it just puts me in a great mood. If you're listening to this and you live in the UK, then congratulations, you've made it through the winter. And yeah, it's been a tough one. It's not easy. It can get quite depressing for us Brits with the grey weather. And now the flowers are coming out, the sun is shining, it's just gorgeous and it's such a beautiful place to live. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, for the last month, because of career circumstances, I made a pact to myself to post a daily video, which I know seems quite intense. The videos will just be whatever's on my mind that day, but I'm just throwing them out there to see if I can form some kind of niche, or just to have a look at who's viewing my videos and how I can use my experiences to best help my audience. So it will be very random for the first year, but thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share on this topic today, because yeah, it's been on the news this morning, and I have always tried to not get too involved in the Andrew Tate discussions, especially amongst my female friends and male friends, because it can just get a bit heated, and I don't really like confrontation. I don't like arguing. I just want it to be a peaceful world and everyone gets along and everyone's equal, but that's not reality, is it? So yeah, came to my attention this morning because the poor 3 women that were murdered by, I'm sure you know the story, I forget his name, but somebody murdered his ex-girlfriend, her mom and her sister with a crossbow in England. And the police, he was also guilty of rape, and 24 hours before he murdered the women, he was watching a Andrew Tate video, and that's what really worries me, because yeah, before we go any further, my view is that misogyny is not a great thing, and I'm all for traditional values. I'm a Christian woman, but Christians aren't control. So that's what I was going to say. I feel like the way that Andrew Tate teaches people and how he comes across is seems very controlling towards women, and I think that control comes from insecurity, because you're so insecure on the inside that you feel the need to control things on the outside. And from personal experience, you know, I've been there. I've tried to control outcomes my entire life, but I've also been through abusive romantic relationships, which were sexual abuse, emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, physical abuse, all the kinds of abuse that you could go through. I've gone through it in my past relationships, and if I could have one wish in the world, it would be that no women are abused by men again, because I can't tell you how horrible it is. One of my best friends passed away a few months ago. She's the same age as me, and she was in an abusive relationship. I won't go into the details of how exactly she passed away, but she was in an abusive relationship, and women are dying all the time, if not by murder. The men are wearing their self-confidence and their health down so much, because when you're bullying and making the woman feel like she's worthless or that she doesn't have a voice, it shows up in physical illness. And yeah, people are dying from this, and I think it's really serious, and it really breaks my heart that there's young guys following Andrew Tate, or people like Andrew Tate, men that are telling other men that they should be, you know, disregarding women and treating them as lower than them. As I say, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't study Andrew Tate like that. I'm just speaking on what my feelings are from what I know, which I admit that isn't a lot, but I do know that misogyny, I really think that it should be a thing of the past. And misogyny includes hatred towards women, favouring men over women, harassing or sexualizing women, believing in traditional roles. And as I said, I'm a Christian and I do believe in traditional roles. If you're married, if you're dating, I think you should just be focusing on having fun and getting to know the person. And then if you get married, yes, you need to figure out who's the stronger person in each role. And, staying at home with the baby for the woman is a full-time job, and it's really tough. And yeah, we could deep dive into this so much, but I just wanted to share my feelings that I am really worried about men, and by watching influencers that brainwash men with this idea of misogyny, it's only leading them into toxic relationships, not real love. And I think that everybody deserves to have real love. And honestly, from experience, I've been in so many controlling relationships with men that we were just wasting each other's time because we weren't finding real love. We were just in a painful relationship. It might feed the man's ego a little bit, but eventually it's lonely because you know that woman doesn't love you deep down. She's just scared to leave you. So that must not be a nice feeling. So yeah, I just wanted to share my concerns, and I'll probably do a deeper dive on how I feel about misogyny. And I'm absolutely no feminist. I've always got along better with guys. I'm a daddy's girl. I've got 2 brothers, and I've always struggled with female relationships, and now run a female-only society, which is definitely part of my growth journey, and I'm learning so much from it. And I'm definitely strengthening my relationship with my mum and other women in my life. And yeah, it's just, I'm going through an incredible kind of enlightening period of my life where I'm really seeing both sides. Obviously I'm not a man and I've never been a man, so I don't know how that feels. And then we've got all of the different genders now, gender fluid and non-binary, which I'm a she, her, I'm a woman, but I identify as a woman, sorry. But I also understand where they're coming from, because from a spiritual point of view, I think that the aim of us all being here is to spiritually evolve into being equal. So yeah, and I think that we should all treat each other equally, and women and men should just be nice to each other and just learn more about each other and how we can collaborate and exaggerate each other's strengths just for a more abundant and prosperous and happy life. Isn't that what everyone wants? If not, let me know why not. Thank you so much for listening. I would love to hear your thoughts, female, male, wherever you're from, whatever age, on misogyny, traditional roles, and Andrew Tate. Thank you so much for listening.